like a big diamond in front. And we're gonna go ahead, take our 2 front fingers, and we're gonna put them over the 2 big toes. We're gonna go ahead and stretch up through the tip of the head, and we're gonna feel it in our big toes and our legs. Try to do it without pain, so back out if there's pain. But what it does, this is our heart meridian. This is helping us to open up our hearts. And on the exhale, we're gonna release the upper body, relax the head, and gently pull on the toes. So you're still pulling, but kind of gently. Good, we're gonna do that a couple more times. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good, one more time. Good. So what it prevents is from these big toes caving in, right? I started doing it when my big toe was like repeating my grandma's story. So I read up on it, and I can tell that it works. Because if you do it regularly, you can rebuild your toes coming back to the center. So this is the important one, because again, big toes connect to our heart, to our spine. And then when we release, we also stretch the back of the spine. Good. Beautiful. Now we're gonna go ahead, bring our feet a little bit closer, about halfway. And we're gonna grab the hands underneath the shins. Good. We're gonna pull up, and we're gonna feel that stretch kind of in the back of the neck, back of the shoulders. So we're just gonna give our head and neck a nice release. Decompress your jaw, close your eyes. Maybe glide your jaw side to side. Good. And then as you exhale, continue relaxing your head. Now slowly switch your hand grip underneath your feet and decompress your head down. Now stretching the back of the neck and just relaxing that part, letting it go. Good. If you feel like it, you can move your head side to side, unlocking, releasing. Good. Let's do that a couple more times. Stretching up and elongating our own neck and creating that big opening for the shoulders, for the jaw. And then folding down, grabbing under the feet, and gently releasing our heads. If you would like, you can imagine you have a little pen on the edge of your chin, and it's drawing a circle on the ground. That helps to massage and decompress the neck. Good. And let's go ahead opposite direction. Beautiful. And coming out, we're gonna rock side to side. We're gonna go ahead and kind of make ourselves extra comfortable on our mat. And we're gonna rock, picking up one hip, so letting the other one float, and then the opposite direction. So the head and the upper body is like that weight that is recalibrating yourself. Perfect. So we always want to kind of start side to side because it's most like kid version of rocking. And then once we got that, we're gonna go ahead and start rocking back and forth. And you can pick up your feet, and you can go all the way down or halfway, or you can roll. So being careful what you're doing, but at the same time creating a flexibility in your body. that we all need for some reason. Good work. All right. And then once you play around like that, you're gonna start creating a really big, dramatic circle all the way around. If there is a tight spot here, maybe you wanna pause, maybe you wanna extra stretch into it, maybe you wanna open into a twist and kind of feel expansion in any tight places in your body, right? This is like our unwinding. Good. Beautiful. And then we're gonna decompress our hips so feet are still engaged. Hands, I'm almost like calling it like you want to like grip something. So it's not just like plain. You kind of almost like gripping into the dirt, into the earth. And you're gonna engage into your feet and you're gonna rock your own hips in space. And you can move again any which way that makes a good sense to you and your hips and your lower back. And this is my little secret after I go travel. This is how I decompress my lower back. All right, now you can enjoy and relax. Give it a little shake. Good. This is also very important, especially after traveling. So falling asleep after like a long flight, make sure you always do this in bed, because notice what's happening in the femur bone inside the hip socket. It's getting self-adjusted. And it's very simple. So just keep going. Takes about 30 times. Good, go a little faster. Good, go slower and kind of connect the sides. Wonderful. And then go ahead, do the same thing. Inviting your breath to be a little bit deeper. Starting to explore a nice twist side to side. All right, beautiful job. We're coming out and we're gonna come into a tabletop position. And because we're gonna go tabletop and then downward dog, I also like to work my wrists, kind of stretching them one at a time. Or you can stretch both, whatever works for you. You can stretch them side to side, just kind of exploring all the movements that feels good. Good. And then some really nice cats and cows, any directions, any variations, anything that feels good to you, to your spine, to your hips, to your lower back. Fantastic. And then when you're ready, we're gonna move into the downward dog. So we're gonna set ourselves perfectly. There's space between your fingers. You're gonna ground it into your mat. Rolling the toes under, knees about hip distance apart. We're gonna keep that curve in the lower back. We're gonna save it. And we're gonna push up and keeping the curve, relax the head down. And just pause right here. Deep breath. Beautiful job. Walk out your doggies, move your knees, turn your head side to side. Then when you're ready, we're gonna come down on our knees and take a nice little child's pose break. So your favorite child's pose, I like my knees open, hips open. You can stretch your arms forward or to the sides. You can put them under your head or not. You can put your arms by your side. So just find your happy position. Close your eyes. Listen to the sound of the ocean. Sigh out any tension you came here with. Let's go ahead, spend a minute or so here. All right, beautiful job. Backing out, we're gonna come on up to our elbows, wrists are up, and we're gonna stretch our legs back. We're laying down on our belly, and one of my favorite lower back releasing poses is this. This is a Sphinx. So at first, we're gonna kind of stretch the upper body forward away from the hips. So you're kind of like scooting your upper body with your elbows forward. Okay. And then we're gonna scoot our legs back away from the belly button. So like you can reach your legs and pull them back. Beautiful. Now go ahead looking up, feel that curve in the lower back. Now adjust your elbows right under your shoulders where they're comfortable. Big huge exhale, release and soften that curve in the lower back. Just sink it down. Good, relax your head. Relax your neck, shoulders, spine, hips. Relax your legs. If you can't relax your legs, you can bring your feet up and shake them out. Keep breathing nice and deep in and out your lower back. Beautiful job. Slowly coming out. You're gonna bring both hands under your head, feet together, knees are wide apart. And again, this is a big hip opening. So you're gonna go all the way down and you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna come all the way up and you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. It's a big, again, really important part of the hips, those little tiny hip flexor. So let's go ahead and just work on opening them up. All right. And then the last cherry on top, this is again my personal secret, is from this position, keeping feet as close together as you can. I know you're gonna have to open them. We're gonna push up and we're gonna push ourselves into a child's pose. And then from child's pose, we're gonna go ahead and come down into those hip opening, feet together, and lower back opening up. Good. Few more times like that. Good work, my friends. One more. All right, stay here. Walk your arms all the way to one side and feel that stretch. Breathe into the other side of your body. Beautiful job. And when you're ready, go ahead and walk yourself to the other side and pause here. Excellent job. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and bring our feet together in the front and then stretch them out to the edge of our mat. So we're touching the earth, we're grounding still. And we're gonna shake them out and we're gonna take a nice little break. Gonna turn this off. Good.